Howdy y'all, Twitchonium here, coming at y'all today with another Chromatic Cube Draft. See if we can brew up something interesting today. Here we are in Pack 1, Pick 1. We've got a bunch of great options, of course. What's jumping out at me? Vraska's pretty great. Lannery seems like a nice, aggressive creature that does exactly what you want in a cube. Makes you a treasure, you can use it to cast any kind of multicolored spells you're running. I'm going to hover her for now. Chupacabra's a nice 2-for-1. Halo Forager's a nice 2-for-1. Vizier's nice. Craterhoof's a nice finisher. What's this one do? Just more removal. Galta and Maverin's nice. I think I am still down on snagging a Lannery Storm here. One of the cheaper cards in the pack, and I've had a bit too slow of decks, I think, up until this point, so I'm going to take Lannery and see if we can't get a little aggressive here. Well, Esper Sentinel is excellent, but probably not as much in Limited as it is in Commander. I mean, this seems like a super fun sacrifice build around. We'll hover that for now to go with our Lannery. Zealous Conscripts, haste is always nice. And steal an enemy thing. That also seems pretty sweet with the Slimefoot, or with the sack theme, but I think I'm just going to take that to follow Lannery. We've got 2 hasty red creatures to start with. Seems pretty sweet. And hopefully we can get into the sack deck. I would love a Lurrus as well if we're trying to play a low-costed aggressive deck. Well, Facebreaker is another great red creature to make us some more treasures, and it has treasure synergies, sacrifice synergies. A lot of good black stuff, some good green cards. Kai is awesome, but expensive. Yeah, just keep taking the nice red aggressive cards here. To Rolf. If we end up getting a bunch of direct damage spells, it can be great, but I don't know that we're going to get there on that. Maybe we want Minsk and Boo instead. Yeah, definitely more aggressive. And a bunch of our creatures already have haste, which works well with the +1 ability. The -2 ability is a nice sack outlet if we do end up in the sack stuff. Like, we already have the Zealous Conscripts that wants to be sacking things, so maybe Minsk and Boo is exactly what we want.
Fight the good fight.
We could always just splash it too with all this treasure we're going to have. Alesha, first strike, you can pay 2, return, she seems a little slow. Burn Down the House could be fine to have access to. Or we could take Lagomos and go to that red-black sack outlet direction. I do like that, and it's not, I mean, we could just be like heavy red and splash a couple of like 1 things like black and green for the Lagomos and Minsk and Boo. Perforos's Intervention. I mean, it's still fine removal if we need it. Not super exciting, but it'll do the trick. Right now, Faithless Looting, I think I'm going to be pretty high on that in a red deck just to make sure we can keep drawing through our deck. Or we take the Temple of Abandon for the Minsk and Boo splash. Could also take Silex to get a mana sink / board wipe, but that seems kind of meh compared to what we're trying to do. We're a little faster than that. I think Faithless Looting is going to be what we're after. Ooh, and another sweet aggressive red card, like one of my favorite red 2-drops. And I'll take any dwarves we happen across a little more highly. Well, red's definitely open, so that's a good sign for us. Attacks or dies. Oh yeah, this is the one that's good for the opponent. It's the huggy one. I think I'd rather just have Collective Defiance, have access to a flexible spell. Well, now we can take the Blood Crypt. It's either that or Prismari Command, but I think I'd rather fix the colors we were already playing than try to add another one. Well, Gix might be worth playing. Fires of Victory. Maybe I would rather just have this. Double black's going to be harder to play. Even if we don't kick Fires of Victory, that's still a nice piece of interaction. Especially early. While we still have a fair amount of cards in hand. Help clear the way for our attackers. I'm really liking the direction this is in. We're like almost mono red with just the tiniest splash. Now we'll take the Sacred Foundry in case we want to splash white. But how much treasure making do we have? 1, 2, 3... 3 so far? Yeah, we should be fine on the splash, and we'll see what comes around next here. Hopefully another good aggressive red card. Well, we got the Alicia back. Can't complain. Nice first striking creature that maybe sometimes we'll be able to utilize the ability of. I guess worth keeping that Sacred Foundry. Now these two can activate her. We have a lot of stuff with power of 2 or less, so that works out. Alright, and now in the new pack, Super Crazy Gen Cataxius, Winota. We have any humans? We have 5 humans and some non-human. I mean, she seems like she's going to be great. We already have the way to splash her. Remind me what this Luca does. Expensive ramp, make a 3/3 token. I mean, that seems still pretty good, but I think Winota is just going to be a house when she comes down. Like, Magda's a nice aggressive card we'll already have out. We do have too many humans. We need to focus on some non-humans. Minsk and Boo will work. I guess we really only have a couple so far, so yeah, we really need to focus in on some non-humans where possible. Like an Urabrask. This is the card draw Urabrask, yep. Not the newest one, but still a solid play. Maybe I just want interaction. Nah, I like the hasty creature. Red has seemed very open. We'll probably get that on the wheel anyways. Alright, Cavalier Flame. Gives our creatures haste. Discard and draw, deal damage. Sarkhan. Makes Shivan Dragons. Deals 3 damage to target creature. Or Smoldering Egg. Nah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Oh, Mizzix Master. No, that's definitely not what our deck is trying to do. I think I'll just take the Cavalier. Could also take Meteor Golem. But I think Cavalier will do more in this deck. Seasoned Pyromancer. Seems reasonable, but not exciting. The Wandering Emperor seems amazing. In fact, maybe we're supposed to just, with the Winota and now a Wandering Emperor here, maybe we're supposed to just be white.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa.
Red.
And I will protect
As our
my
base.
people.
Atsushi, this one has... So, Impulse Draw, make 3 treasures. Jaya has... Make a monk with prowess. Play a card. Huh. I don't know that we need the Jaya. Board wipe could be interesting on the top end. Big score also seems pretty good for us, but I think I'm on one of these 3 here. I think I'm just going to go Atsushi and just get another non-human creature for Winota. Card draw, put a counter, eh. Don't think we have enough instant sorceries for double vision, sadly. Black Market Tycoon. Makes treasures. I kind of like that. Maybe we cut the Lagomos and the Black Splash and we try to do white, red, green as our base. Which, holy cow, look at that. I mean, white, red, green, come to daddy, but Zakama is a beast of a card. If only this was the other way around and you could put the non-human one out. It's either that or Ilharg, which is another great non-human creature. I want all of these, but Ilharg is more likely to wheel, I feel like. Mishra, discard and draw. And we don't have enough artifacts for that. This seems like the 2-drops we need. We're short on early plays, which is what we need to focus on going forward, so we'll take that. Wow, we got the Luca on the wheel. I'll probably play that.
I am the ultimate weapon.
We got the removal, which I was hoping for, which is excellent. Wow, yeah, we just got all the things.
Those who call me savage.
Yep, so nobody's in red
by
at all,
civilization.
which is just amazing for us. Our curve's looking pretty reasonable. This is going to hopefully be a top-end play. Wow, yeah, 0 people in red. I like the board wipe, but again, I'm just going to keep the curve as low as I can. And we might not even do the Wandering Emperor splash at this point. Like, or play it. We might just keep the white splash for Zakama and just do red, green, white. Light, light white splash. I guess there's no reason not to, really, since we're going to be so heavily one color anyways. And Wandering Emperor doesn't need to come down on 4. It's still a great card anytime you play it. Not a lot of good stuff in this pack. I mean, Prosper is pretty great. I mean, it's such a good card. It's such a busted card. I think it's still worth maybe trying to put that Black Splash, keep the Black Splash in. We do have the Blood Crypt already. Alright, so now we really need to lower the curve, which I've been saying. Nahiri is usually equipment-based. Yeah. Captivating Crew seems fine. I think I'd rather just have a land here to fix for what we already have. So a couple more 2-drops would be sweet, and then just more fixing, and we're pretty much set. Ooh, Jeru and Hazaret could be great for us. Like, this can cheat out the... What all can it get? Zakama, Luca, Minsk and Boo, Urabrask, Winota, Prosper, Sarge. I mean, it's like half our deck is legendary creatures, so we're going to hit something every time with this. I guess it has to be a creature, not the planeswalkers, but I think that's still going to be excellent. Now, I mean, Chandra's awesome, but we don't have that many instants and sorceries. Nahiri's Warcrafting would be fine too, but I think I'd rather just have a thing to do on 2. And Mindstone's one of the better ones. Can crack it later to draw a card, which red might struggle with. This seems pretty sweet for us. Although, I do really want Zeator's Proving Ground too. But I think that's more likely to wheel. I guess maybe not. Red's just been coming around so late. Yeah, let's just take the land and assume we're going to get every red card back like we have been. Channeler is nice. 2-drop action. Could take Wormcoil Engine as well, which is just a house, but I think we're fine on the big splashy things to do. Would rather make sure we're going to hit our 2-drops. That seems cool. Siege Gang Commander is also just a great card. Escape to the Wilds is another nuts card. Maybe we also want just Mana Confluence. I think I do like Mana Confluence here. We already have plenty of 4-drops and stuff to do. And this just makes sure we can always hit our splash colors when we need it to. Wow, some more great cards. I think Helena and Elena has to be it. Even though they're humans, I think we've gotten enough non-humans now. I mean, still a lot of humans, but we have a bunch of non-human stuff that'll work. Could also take Ravager Worm, which is great. Or Quintorius, who's also great. Emancipation's also a nuts card, but it seems like we're not going to be casting that as often. Ooh, now we get another land for our fixing. Don't think we're playing any of these, but maybe we'll play the Crew. Are any of these cheap prototype creatures? Take up Nixilis and probably not run him.
1,000
Yeah, we just got all the good stuff back. I think we missed that 2-mana spell. I think I'll take Warcrafting over Chandra. Just have some more removal. Oh no, there it is. So we made the right call in taking the land, and now we can do the full-on splash. Ooh, an Escape to the Wilds last pick. That's just nutty. Alright, let's cut some cards. Definitely not cutting Zakama or Cheru. Luca's a maybe. Even Escape to the Wilds I think is a maybe. Although I'm going to keep it in for now. It's just a really powerful card. Minsk and Boo I like. I think it works really well in this deck with what we're trying to do. It's a nice recursive, annoying threat for them to deal with. Cavalier might be a cut. Although, is it a human? No, it's an Elemental Knight. I guess I'm going to keep as many of the non-humans as I can. We don't really have the sacrifice synergies for the conscripts, or wasn't there another one, the Captivating Crew? So I think we'll cut both of those now. I think I am going to cut the Wandering Emperor just because it's harder to cast. Everything else we have will have a red pip in it at least, which I like. Perforous' Intervention I don't know that we need. Faithless Looting I don't know that we need. I think we want to keep all our 2-drops, most of our 3-drops. Maybe we cut 1. Discarding to draw on turn 3 might not be happening. Alesha we can definitely cut. I think Jaya's even a maybe. Yeah, Jaya's probably a fine cut. Sarkhan can go. So one more. I guess we just cut the Luca and call it a day. So with this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 treasure makers in the deck. Plus all of those dual and tri-lands we got, plus the Mana Confluence. So I think we're fine to try and splash all these colors. Definitely heaviest into red with a slight bias towards green. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red. 3, 4, 5, 6 green. 3, 4, 5, 6 white. 2, 3, 4, 5 black. And Prosper and Lagomos are the less important ones, so having one less swamp makes sense to me. I'm debating on cutting 1 plains to add in 1 more forest. But I think I'll just run it like this for now. This seems fine. But yeah, really looking forward to this deck. Can do some nutty attack stuff. Hopefully we can Winota into some things. We can Jeru into some things. Actually, I'm going to cut the Lagomos. Because we didn't end up getting there on the sacrifice synergies and add in another 3-drop, I think. Could still play the Pyromancer. Maybe the intervention. Nah, maybe we do the pyromancer. We have a number of other discard effects, so this can be something we just discard to those effects. I think we do. Maybe we got rid of all of our discard draw effects. Yeah, actually maybe not. Forgot I got this Obnixilis. Do we control devils or demons? We do not. I mean, I think he makes them, but still. Yeah. Not that exciting. I guess we could play Grim Flayer, technically. Meh. Alesh is another option. She might actually have more synergy in this deck than the others. First Strike is a relevant, you know, ability on a creature, and then being able to get back, you know, Lannery Storm, Facebreaker, all of our 2-drops, I'm assuming. Yeah. Prosper, Helena, and Elena. Yeah, having access to that one piece of graveyard synergy, I think, is going to be relevant, and we definitely have the lands to try and activate her ability sometimes, so we'll do that. And I'll see y'all in the matches. Welcome to round 1. We're on the draw. Not a very aggressive start, but I think I'm still going to keep it because we've got all 3 of our lands and some really powerful stuff to work towards, as well as some removal for early to keep the board clear. We'll go ahead and scry. Yeah, I definitely will try and play a Facebreaker on 3. That's exactly the curve filler we needed. Then we can go Elena and Helena. Sorry, Winota. That's not Elena and Helena. Let's not play this yet. It's an instant, right? Yeah. Okay, I guess we do. Go ahead and shoot that off now. Play one of our own. Really need to hit a land, but I guess this will make a treasure, hopefully. Because I assume they're going to swing with theirs to make their treasure. They're playing the same 3 colors as us, too. I wonder if they have Zakama in their hand. Vizier of the Menagerie, that's a good card. Alright, well, we naturally hit our 4 colors. Really wish we had a non-human on the board already, but it is what it is. Because of that, I think we'll swing with our Facebreaker, make our treasure, and drop an Urabrask instead. That way we do have the non-human creature for Winota next turn, and then we can jam her down. Divine Visitation, that's a good card. Can't really let them... I mean, they have to play it right now if they want to. So hopefully that derails them a bit. Okay, good. Yeah, I'd much rather them play a Sage than the Visitation. Alright. I don't think we need this to come in untapped. And we'll jam down Winota. And really hope that they're not holding a blue counterspell up with 2 treasures. They might be holding a removal up with 2 treasures. Alright. Oh, if only that was... I think we still want Helena and Elena. Because then they're going to block her and not the others. Or they won't. Well, I guess we maybe play Zakama here soon. Well, they just drew a land, that's okay. I mean, they have 7 with their treasures, just like us. Okay, that makes sense. Get rid of our Winota. Not the end of the world still. Tristani's gonna be a little bit bigger of an issue. See if they attack here. I mean, I would. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. That Tristani's going to be hard for us to deal with unless we just can remove that straight up here somehow. Take a spin on the Urabrask train. Alright, some removal and a land. I think I do want this to come in untapped. I'll kill the Tristani. Oh my. So we can't play the Zakama this turn now. So I'm tempted to play the Magda now. The Prosper, actually, because it's got Death Touch. We'll give our Facebreaker a little more oomph. Swing with these two. Alright, and now we math to see if I have to play one of these creatures still. So this will get through, because I don't want to block it with 2. That's 2, 4, 5. So we should be fine with our 2 blockers here. To not play the Magda. I guess I should have played Magda because of the Prosper synergy. That's okay. I guess they can't really attack with their Cathar, because if we kill it, we get our thing back. Our Winota, which is unacceptable for them. That'll might change all the math, though. Now they just have to hit with anything. Yeah, I think that just does it. We'll block that and that. And we'll take a crack and see if we can find something here. Well, if that was an instant and not a sorcery, I think we might have had a shot. The Fiery Emancipation out of nowhere, coming to clinch the victory for the opponent there. Wow. Super close match. Pretty fun still. See y'all in the next round. Welcome back. We're on the draw again. I like this hand, though. Much faster than the last one. Can even potentially kick the Fires of Victory. Alright, Vampire's gonna need to die, so we'll probably definitely shoot that right now. I guess I could have made a blue source with that, but I think I'd rather just attack. Alrighty. It's a pretty good draw from the opponent there, but we'll drop Helena and Elena. And swing with a 4/4. Yep, makes sense. But we'll still have a Helena and Elena, and next turn we'll drop an Urbrask. Oh, no, we won't. I should have made a treasure while we still had it. Wasn't paying attention to our colors. So come on, Mountain or Red Source that comes in untapped. Unfortunate. I don't want that. We'll go ahead and then shoot this. Swing with Helena and Elena. That's annoying. Let's not. Let's hold off. If they want to attack this, that's fine. This was a super annoying card to have right there, though. Definitely glad I held on to the Warcrafting now. Yeah, we're going to lose Captain Lannery. But at least between this and the follow-up from Blast, we'll get to see some cards. Let's see what we get first with our spells before we play a land. Do I want this right now? 4 damage to their Polymorphist. Otherwise, we are playing Winota or Prosper this turn. I think I'd rather play Winota or Prosper. And they're both 4, so we can have this enter tapped. Who would we rather have? I think Winota. Even though she's not going to be triggering yet, we'll have a hasty Urbrask next turn to go along with her. Hopefully, if they don't get rid of her here. They've had a very controlling blue-black-white deck so far. Some really strong cards. Ooh, Cavalier of Dawn. I think that's gonna do it. Yep. That stinks. Especially since Urbrask can't profitably block that. We do have Zakama, so I'm gonna keep playing lands. Well, that's gonna be real good for them. They can pump a bunch of times. Yep. Now give all their guys +2/+2. Yep. Cool. Ooh, Escape to the Wilds is actually an awesome draw right now. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. Should have played the 2 from Exile. Alright, so we'll do 3, then we can add 2 more to it. We definitely want this one. And then I think I'll do this one. Target player is going to discard. I think we'll discard our land. Target a creature. We want to kill this thing. Still not great, but I feel like at least we're back in this. Next turn we can... Oh, well, we were in this. Now we have just no chance. Oh, right, because of Elishnorn. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, too. Wow. I'm going to keep saying it. Even in our March of the Machine drafts and our All Will Be One and our whichever one had the Elishnorn in it, we never drafted her a single time in all those tries. So, nuts. Hopefully we'll get her in cube here. See y'all in the next round. Finally, we are here on the play, and we've got an awesome aggressive hand, just what our deck is trying to do. Let's go see if we can finally get one. Or if we're going to get skunked with what feels like it could have been our strongest deck so far. Just come up against some crazy stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped reading this card earlier at the discard and draw, so the fact that it does another thing is kind of cool. I didn't have to pay with the mana confluence there because we're gonna get the treasure, but I'm more keen on holding around treasures just in case we get something expensive we want to cast. We also didn't hit our lands, or we don't have another land in hand to play, rather, so... This makes sure we can cast a Prosper next turn, at the minimum. And I'm happy if they wanted to shoot Alacia there. Now we can play Jero and Hazaret instead. I think we still swing first, though, since we're not playing Urabrask. And then next turn we can play an Urabrask and slam them all down together. Swing for 9-11. Or they're going to blow up Jero and Hazaret here, it looks like. Maybe they were just reading it. Alright, let's gain some life and draw a card. Oh me, oh my. Hello, Mr. Zakama. We'll go ahead and blow up their creature. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. And then pass the turn. That's what I wanted to do when I drafted this deck, was go from Jero and Hazaret into a free Zakama. It would have been better if it's like Winota, where it brings it in tapped and attacking, but, I mean, I'm not going to complain about getting to play as Zakama. Yeah, for free. Oh, that's awesome. It even counts as casting it to get all your lands untapped. I didn't realize that. I thought it wasn't going to trigger that effect. See y'all in the next round. Back on the play again with a little less of an explosive start, but still one I think we're going to keep. Ideally, we'll draw into one of our 2 drops and we'll be ready to go. We can even refill at the end with escape, assuming we get there. But with both of these potentially making us treasures, I like our escape giving us access to more things we can spend those on. The opponent has the Lutri as their companion, so... Oh, that's an excellent 2-drop. Heck yeah. Couldn't have asked for a better one. Maybe Magda, but they're pretty close. We could even play Prosper this next turn by tapping the Tycoon. I kind of like that, actually. Even though I love getting Facebreaker down. Yeah, maybe I should just get Facebreaker down. And keep stacking up the treasures. It's a tough call, though. Guess we'll see what we draw. And that's true. I guess there's a reason not to keep treasures around because of the Tycoon. So for this turn, we'll swing. And we'll sack a treasure at the end of their turn. Here. Oh, never mind. It's only this turn. So we'll take the damage from our Tycoon, which is still fine. Okay. That's fine. They had to tap their Mystic and spend their whole turn to do it. They do get to draw a card as well, but at least they're not doing this with Lutri. That would be really unfortunate. And this lets us play Minsc and Boo this turn. So this gives us a 1/1 Boo. And then we can make him a 4/4. Yeah, that's fine.
Boo and I are ready to rumble! We are large.
And we'll just do the red-green aggressive thing we're trying to do and hit him for 6. Next turn we can escape or prosper. Or hopefully we'll just draw into something even more explosive to do. Okay. That's pretty unfortunate.
Tragedy befalls us, Boo.
Let's activate this one. Play Prosper. And then we can play this tapped. Sweet. There we go. Then we can play that next turn as our land. Hopefully we have Prosper stick around. Although, with them hovering, it makes me think they've got more interaction. I mean, you don't build a Lutri deck and not have a bunch of instants and sorceries. But at least there's still a ways away from duplicating a spell with him. Maybe they'll spend the rest of this turn putting it in hand. Ooh, that's a card I'm not familiar with. Okay. Well, at least... Oh no, did they get a duplication of Prosper? Okay, yeah, they did. I think I like Jero and Hazoret now. Just with the size of creatures that are on the board here. But I'd rather take our shots at hitting a Zakama or something next turn and have this down than replay Prosper, even though they already know about the Prosper. I just really hope they can't interact with Jero and Hazoret. We must just have a ton of options. Tatiova is a sweet card, though. Now they can landfall, gain a life, draw a card. Alright, and they put the Lutri in hand. I think we play the Mana Confluence so we can play Prosper correctly, but first we're going to escape. This would be better with Prosper in hand, but I think we need to be doing as much as we can here. And we need to kill. Let's activate this one so we have an extra mana. So we can do this and activate 2 of them. Make them discard their whole hand. Yeah, I like that. 4 damage to a creature, make them discard their whole hand. I guess we can do all of them. May as well. Them, Tatiova, them. Oh yeah, okay, we can't. I thought so. 4 damage to a creature, make them discard. Cool. Them, Tatiova. Swing, plays a comma. No, but I think I'll take a Helena and Elena for free. Having to rethink everything with their new cards. I mean, that might have been the mistake, giving them a new hand, but at least it disrupts what they were trying to do. Lutri and ties what they were holding. Yeah. We'll see what they do. They've got a bunch of mana here, but at least now all they have on board is mana dorks. And we've got a bunch of removal for next turn. We can still play this, right? Till the end of your next turn, yeah. So we'll prosper and then try to play some stuff from exile. If we hit Zakama, we can just hardcast, which would be awesome. Get to untap all our lands, blow a bunch of stuff up. That bodes well for us. That they're not just immediately casting some huge thing. Taking some damage with their own Mana Confluence. Alright, let's see it. It's got to be removal of some sort. Helena and Elena look like the problem, but Jero and Hazoret actually are in our deck with all these legendary creatures we have. I mean, they're both problems. Ah, they destroyed our Mana Confluence. We can't play our Prosper, theoretically. Yeah, we can. And that's going to do it for him. Understandable. I should have just swung with Jero and Hazoret there to see if we could hit something cool, but a win's a win. See y'all in the next round. Well, back on the draw again. Unfortunately, can't keep our aggressive streak going, but I think I'll still keep this. 3-drop into Winota or Helena and Elena into Minskin Boo seems pretty fun. We can scry with our Temple to maybe hit ourselves a 2-drop. Nah, I think I'd rather hunt for a 2-drop. Mind Stone and Esper Sentinel, some sweet value cards from the opponent. And we draw Zakama. That's the least 2-drop like creature in our deck, furthest away. Key to the Archive, what does this do? Draft a card, discard a card. Adds 2 mana of any color combo. That's a cool card. I gotta keep an eye out for that one. They've got a very nice ramp package in their deck. To be fair, we have a lot of ramp in our deck, but with all the treasure tokens, and we even have a Mind Stone of our own. But if they're just playing artifacts and 1/1s for now, I'm feeling okay. Yep. More ramp. Cool. We'll just jam down Helena and Elena because of that, and hope this isn't a counterspell. Well, they're down to 1 card in hand, so at the very least, next turn we get to do some stuff. Unless they just all they have left in their deck is counterspells now. Cool, more artifacts. Okay, sure. I'm feeling pretty good now, because we've got just bombs in our hand. We're gonna go probably like this, maybe like this. But because Boo will be a non-human creature, I think I want to do Minsc and Boo into Winota if we can. Yeah, I'll pay with the treasure. Puts us a little further away from Zakama, but I'm pretty fine with that. And on this board state, Minsc and Boo is a real problem for them, especially since we can keep getting it back. So we can sack Boo, hit him in the face, get Boo back, sack Boo, hit him in the face, get Boo back. Draw some cards. We probably don't even need to. We can probably just keep stacking counters on Boo. Does have trample. Because what little rodent would not? They're vicious little things. Ooh, Angel Intervention's a great card. That'll make keeping our Minsc and Boo alive a lot harder. Alright, they went all out here.
Mess with the Boo, you get the teeth.
So we'll still put Winota out. Counter up Boo some more. Swing. Get a Magmatic Channeler, sure, why not? Get that out of the deck. So we're getting a 3-for-1 with Boo, seems nice. Sure. And they still can't kill Minsc and Boo, even if they swing out here. So we'll get a Boo back. Unless this is a pump spell. Karn, okay. That's a nasty thing. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Alright, so we're going to want to blast Karn. I do want to pay for that, don't I? Although we could still play Prosper this turn. Yeah, we'll still pay. You can only play the exiled card this turn, so I think I'm going to just exile that one and get it out of the deck too. I mean, Cavalier's a great card as well, but I think we have more impactful things that we can be doing. I'm going to swing just Minsc and Boo, or just Boo, so we can get the Winota trigger. I guess we do put both out, because they can only block one. Yep. Yeah, this is starting to be scarier with that 7/7 here now. At least it doesn't have trample, though. And if they swing, I can just chump with the channeler and then still get a boo back. Oh no, they're going to attack that with the flyer. Right. Never mind.
What?
So I guess we're just on the hardcast Zakama plan now. Because 9/9 beats 7/7. We make tapped Power Stone tokens. Make an artifact. Okay. Oh, this just gets bigger, though. Never mind. Now it doesn't beat Zakama. Ooh, that's going to do a lot for them. They can make another Angel of Invention. Yeah, that's probably the nail in the coffin right there. Oh, I don't think that worked. Oh, I see. Never mind. Still can't quite Zakama. Oh no, we don't want to discard first. I thought we drew and then discard. Oh well. If we swing with Alacia, we bring back Helena and Elena, which I actually do like. Oh, it comes in tapped and attacking. Never mind, that was a waste. But I don't know what we have that can save us here. Zakama is our savior in this deck, and even Zakama's not gonna do the trick in this board state. I guess actually these are artifacts, aren't they? So Zakama does do the trick next turn if we top deck, so that was a mistake. We just really need to hit our lands here, or a land here. And then we can blow up 3 artifacts, so we blow up boom boom and deal 3 damage, and we're right back in it. We'll do a little chump in here. I don't care about this guy, so we'll chump with Prosper 2 to get the Death Touch. Let's Death Touch this one. And we just have to Heart of the Cards a land here. Please, oh, Masters of Chaos. Oh, that is definitely not a land. But it gives us some more chumpers. And they couldn't pay for their Manticore. So we'll be chumping with the Pyromancer, because then worst case, if we don't hit a land, we still get to make a treasure for Zakama with the Tycoon. Ideally, we top deck a land and we can attack with the Tycoon to get the Winota trigger. Okay, they're making more creatures of their own. Makes sense. Better than a Power Stone. Okay, so we tap, make our treasure, hardcast Zakama, and see if Zakama is our savior. Do I blow up the blade? I can deal 3 damage to another thing. I can deal 4 damage to this thing. Or I could just blow this up, I guess. I think we're destroying an artifact. We can get back our Facebreaker by blowing this one up. Kind of like that, but I don't think we can let them have copies of creatures. That seems like the biggest thing that they can do. Bank Buster, okay, sure. That was a pretty good turn. Next turn, if they can't get rid of Zakama here, we can do a bunch of stuff. And their whole deck dies to Zakama, thankfully. Please, they didn't hit anything. Yeah, so next turn we need to go destroy that guy, destroy that thing, destroy this probably, and then swing with the Zakama. Get the Winota trigger. Play Enthusiasm on something else maybe. Oh, that's a huge issue. Because now they have a Zakama. But it's an artifact, so we can blow it up. And they won't be able to. They need to make a Cavalier of Dawn is what they need to do to kill our Zakama. But hopefully they'll be too focused in on getting a Zakama. Nope, they knew. Yep, now we're in bad shape again. Zakama was our out. Yeah, we can't lose Winota. She's going to be one of our only shots here. What's giving all their stuff vigilance? I guess those just have vigilance. Can do 4 damage to a thing. So I think that means we're swinging with this guy. I guess we may as well swing with Jiru and Hazaret too. This one's the legendary trigger, so this one will play at the end of our turn. This one will come in tapped and attacking. Oh, no Winota hits. That sucks. Yep. Oh, they can get back an artifact though. Yeah, this is GG. I don't know who I'm kidding. This was a sweet deck from the opponent, just drafting all the crazy huge artifact mana and such. Yep. They can make another Cavalier. Yet again. And I mean, Zakama was pretty much our shot. We've already played Zakama, Winota, and Jiru and Hazaret, which are kind of like our 3 biggest things. Oh, and Helena and Elena. And Minsk and Boo. Yeah, I don't know what we still have in the deck that could save us here. If this is not a Cavalier, I'll be shocked. I guess it could be a Winota. Yeah, Cavalier makes way more sense, though. Turn another Power Stone into another 3/3. They're only swinging for 4. Sure. Oh, because when it dies, they have just the infinite loop. I understand. Yeah, so they're just trading stuff now. And I don't feel like waiting that out. There's nothing we have that can recover from this much of a one-sided board state. So we'll take a last look at the deck. I really think this deck had a lot more potential than what it showed, but I don't think we curved out quite as much as it needs to in order to succeed, which I guess is the risk of running a deck like that. Oh, and I claimed it instead of looking at the deck, but I appreciate you all coming along on this ride with me today, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everyone.